Previously on Sanctuary.
The war has begun.
Abnormals in the path of the agent are showing rapid onset of clinical paranoia and extreme aggression.
Pitting humans against abnormals, deciding who lives and who dies. The Cabal has to be stopped. It's why I started this mission more than a century ago.
Dr. Watson? Not as in James Watson, who's a member of the Five.
Why are you here, Druid?
To save the world as we know it, and time allowing, reassert my superiority in our battle of wits.
Nigel Griffin is dead, but his powers were passed on to his granddaughter, Clara. I just know that we only have days to stop the destruction of every abnormal on Earth. It may well be the source blood could stop the disease in the form of a synthesized antitoxin.
Where did Gregory hide the vial?
The lost city of Balasam in the Indian Himalayas.
And he made sure that only the 5 of us acting in concert could retrieve it.
Which is a bit of a problem if in fact I have killed Tesla. Oh, Nicola.
It's all been destroyed.
It's over.
There has to be a way into the labyrinth.
Your mother and her colleagues will no doubt try to stop us. I promise you they'll fail. They'll fail because you're going to help us complete our plan.
Where's Henry?
Not far.
If you hurt him, I swear I will.
Oh, we will hurt him. In fact, the quality and quantity of what remains of his life very much depends on you.
I'll tell you whatever you want, just let Henry live.
Is that what you think we are? Killers, murderers?
That bioweapon you set off? Not exactly charity work.
In fact, that's exactly what it is. A helping hand to the humans, so that they can clearly see the threat to the very survival of our species.
You're starting a war.
We're controlling our destiny.
Most of the abnormals out there are peaceful. They aren't a threat.
Every abnormal we don't control is a threat, Ashley, despite your mother's propaganda. How many so-called peaceful abnormals have you destroyed? You know, I like your mother. There was a time I even admired her, but we are fighting for humanity's survival, and she's chosen the wrong side. Are you ready to choose yours?
Where's the amazing lost city? The temples, the archives, decent restroom.
It's gone. Destroyed long ago.
By the age of this vegetation, I'd say, I don't know, 50, 60 years?
100 years. If the growth pattern of this header is any indication.
Destroyed how?
Looks like some sort of massive bombing. No, it couldn't have been from the air, though. There were no planes that could carry that kind of ordnance 100 years ago.
4 days of constant bombardment. Hundreds of men, their heaviest weaponry, cannon placements there and there, long and short range. Likely a combined effort of the Russian, French, and Spanish forces.
I thought by that point in history all the vampires were wiped out.
They were. They retreated here to preserve what was left of their culture. They'd been culled to within a hair's breadth of extinction. They weren't a threat to anyone. This was a slaughter.
Gregory's instructions mentioned a hall of records as a starting point.
They also mentioned a city, fully intact. For all we know, the caverns below have been destroyed as well.
Sorry, John, are you suggesting that we just give up?
Oh, don't bait me, I'm not in the mood.
Perhaps if we were looking for some nubile lady of the night for you to slaughter, then you'd suddenly perk up and become incredibly helpful.
Gentlemen, enough!
Good work, old boy. Another test of my loyalty.
Just checking.
What do you want from me? Talk to me!
How long have you known of your condition?
It's not a condition.
Do you know the exact geographical region where you were found? What kind of treatments has Dr. Magnus prescribed for you? Can you elaborate on their effectiveness? Length of transformative episodes?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't!
Shh. We We simply want to help you get better.
I'm not sick. This is not a condition.
You're a Class 9 hyperaccelerated protein life form, fairly rare. As is the control you seem to possess over mutative stress triggers.
Please, you do not want to make that happen.
On the contrary, we very much do. Although I can understand why you would resist.
I am not ashamed of who I am.
Well, we certainly hope not, because we intend to bring out your alter ego permanently. The knowledge we gain from you will be invaluable. Your kind have been hiding in the shadows for far too long, Mr. Foss. We're going to bring you out into the light.
Anything?
Nothing for miles. No other entrances to the mountain.
It'll be dark soon. We should head back and start fresh tomorrow.
No, you go.
Yeah, I'm staying too.
There has to be something, just a sense of...
Scale. Yeah, exactly. There.
What?
Well, I know it's from a distance, but the location of this central ziggurat here should be that area right there.
Assuming the city was built around it, absolutely.
You mean that the Hall of Records is located
27 meters southeast of our current position. This is the main thoroughfare, the central meeting hall. It's the wall defenses. And the Hall of Records. Took me a while to locate the right markers.
Wow, you totally got that. You saw everything.
Oh, very clearly, Will. Very clearly.
Well then, let's have at it.
Time. You factored in time. Shifting architectural patterns as the city grew.
Time is a constant, Will. No, all visual clues have to be measured against multiple parameters. Time often being the most telling.
Like another dimension.
Yeah, it's just one of many. And once you understand the way they interact, you'll find that very few mysteries will confound you.
Man, that is killer stuff.
Yes, I've always thought so.
Are you certain?
Yeah. Should be the main foyer for the Balasam Hall of Records.
My father's instructions mentioned a passageway or corridor leading to subterranean caverns below.
We have no idea what the original interior of this building looked like, let alone where an access point may be.
Well done.
I'm seriously geeking out right now.
As am I.
Why would the vampires build a cavern beneath a hidden city? Seems kind of redundant, don't you think?
Well, even though they were the conquerors, the rulers, the overlords, they advanced civilization by centuries. Their knowledge, their technology was far more advanced than anyone could have imagined back then.
So they kept their secrets well hidden.
Well, they knew the world had turned against them, John. They would have calculated for the possibility that Balasam might one day be found and pillaged.
Lest their wealth of knowledge fall into the wrong hands. Miss me?